Pretty good. So last time we were in the session, we talked about kind of growing up in your family and how that was a little rough sometimes, and elementary school, and you staying with your great grandma and things like that. And so we were moving on through high school, and now we're at your senior year. So can you tell me a bit more about your senior year?
Yeah. So, senior year's rolling. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I went to a small school, so if you tried out for something, you could get in if you put in the effort. So I was in every club, like Stuco,
Every
FCA.
club.
Yes. Everything that we offered, I was actually a part of. So that was kind of crazy. I was the FFA president, and I was also like valedictorian in my class. So that was crazy as well. So
That's awesome. How many people were in your class?
56 people, so not very many.
Okay, I see. Wow, that's still awesome. You're a valedictorian. Oh my goodness. And you were involved in all of these clubs? Like,
Yeah.
so tell me, like, why did you think that you were involved in so much? You know, like, what was the motivation for all of that?
I really think that I was seeking affirmation through the different areas and acceptance through them, because I think I really didn't have it at home. So I sought it out at school. So.
Yeah, so who were you getting affirmation from?
Like the teachers or other students, you know? Like, oh, Tala's really smart, or Tala's like good at basketball, or she just won a speech contest. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know?
So do you think that kind of buffered what you were feeling at home? Like, not getting that love at school?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. That's interesting. So tell me about your home life during your senior year. Like, what was going on in your home life?
It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
At this point, since I was 14, I've been financially independent due to some family disagreements. So I was working a job, going to school,
doing all of those clubs.
Yes.
Tala.
Yes, I was. And
Wow.
my parents were having a rocky time, and it was like towards the end of my senior year. I'm about to graduate in a couple weeks, and it's so crazy. I came home late one night after work, and my mom was throwing a fit, and like all this stuff. I was like, what's happening, Mom? Like, what's going on? And apparently my dad, my dad and mom were gonna get a divorce, and my dad left to be with his girlfriend. So
His
that
girlfriend?
was so that was kind of crazy.
Wow.
And then a few weeks later, my mom moved out, and she went back to her hometown.
Your mom moved out and your dad left.
Yes.
And so it was just you and your brother.
No, my brother went with my dad.
So it was just Tala in the house.
It was just me.
Oh no. So how did that make how did you feel about all of this going on?
It was kind of it was crazy, and I didn't have time to think about it, and no one at school knew about it. So it was just kind of a crazy time, and I don't know. I don't know how I got through it. It was kind of crazy. Anyway, I graduated. I graduated a few weeks later.
Yeah, that's good.
So that was good.
That's really awesome. Oh man, that's a lot going on. But you did graduate valedictorian, and you made it through. It seemed like you were very resilient through all of that, even though seems like it was very hard for you, and I could see how that could create a lot of I don't know, that's very traumatic going through all of that. So what did you do after all of that? So now you've graduated, what happened after?
Yeah, I stayed in the home, and I worked my job, but
by yourself?
Yeah.
Living by yourself?
Yeah. So it was weird because my room was the same, but then the house is empty because they took all the stuff, you know? So my room was in the normal order, but anyway, so I worked, and I was saving up for college. because I was gonna go to another school to play basketball. Actually, I was about to sign on, so it was like super fun.
Wow.
My
To
dream
play-
come true. Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I
What
was-
school was it?
It was a small community college,
That's so
Northwestern. Yeah, in
Oh,
Alva. So I was gonna go.
Oh, they have a
um,
good cafeteria.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yes. Have you
Um,
stayed there before?
Yes, I have. I went on a few tours because I was actually gonna go there,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a lot of scholarships going there,
Yeah.
so it was good. But I saved up for college. But then my best friend was gonna go to OSU, and best friend from high school, and she talked me into going. So I turned down the scholarship to Northwestern, and I was like, I'm going to OSU because they give me a pretty good deal here too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saving up to go to OSU because it's significantly more expensive.
Yeah.
And a few weeks into the summer, my dad actually moved back in to the home. And then at that
With his
point, I
girlfriend,
was
or-
yeah. But at that time, he had got engaged, I guess. So, and then I was not allowed to stay there anymore. That's when I moved out and came to
Wow.
Stillwater. So
That's so hard.
it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So, man, your senior year sounds like a crazy time for you. Your family was just kind of going through a lot of like leaving, and you probably felt very alone. And I'm so sorry about that. And then you were crazy, involved in lots of clubs and valedictorian. You stayed very resilient through all of it, and that's so awesome to hear. Wow. I wish I could hear more, but the session's over, so you can. I don't know how to end it. Bye, Dr. Hendricks.